what is up, everybody? Send us some love and positive vibes your way if you need them today. Today we are drinking Ghost Sour Patch Kids Raspberry. It's very, very interesting. So today is the first video in a new series I am creating called DoorDash or Else, or make more money, or make X amount of money or else, you know, whatever. Title in progress. So for the first video, today we have 6 hours accepting every order to make $125. So here are the rules. Obviously, we have to accept every order. If we make less than 125, we have to tip the difference to another dasher. So let's say we make $100, then I have to tip 25 to another dasher. If I go over 125, let's say I make 151, I go 26 over, I have to donate $13 to a charity. So whatever we go over the amount, half of that goes to the charity. The charity for this video will be National Multiple Sclerosis Society. My mother has had MS pretty much her entire life, so I feel like this is a good charity to start off with. If you guys have a charity in mind for the next video that I do in this series, let me know. And I will consider all charities that people comment. I will obviously do my due research on them. And if we fail, then another dasher gets a fat tip. So our first order of the day is Panda Express. And it was like $11 for 4 miles or something like that. I don't remember the exact, but you'll see the screenshot. So let's go pick up this order and see if we can make $125 in 6 hours by accepting every single offer that comes our way. So no Panda Express order. I go in and they say that they are out of teriyaki chicken and fried rice. So I called the customer and they wanted to cancel the order. So then the lady was like, well, do you want this cherry Coke? And I was like, yeah, sure, I'll take the cherry Coke. And I was like, you know, I noticed they'd already had like half the food made. And I was like, you know, I'll take that food too, if you're just going to throw it away. So not only did they give me the food for free, they also let me finish the food because they only had like half of it made. They're like, yeah, sure, what kind of meat you want and stuff. So I just got 2 plates of Panda Express for free. I ran home, threw it in the refrigerator. I contacted DoorDash. They canceled the order. We got half pay, so we're at $5.75 for 0 miles. Unfortunately, they like processed it straight into my like payouts, so it's not going to show up on the ship total. We'll just have to keep that in mind when we're calculating the numbers. Then we got hit with a terrible offer. Dairy Queen, $12.75 for like 18 miles. God awful, but at least we like the dollar amount is going to be nice to get us to that $125 goal. I did forget to mention at the top of the video that we have to go the full 8 hours, right? I can't make like 126 and be like, oh, I'm just gonna, nope. No, we go 8 hours accepting every order to make this challenge as authentic as possible. Now I might go like 7 hours and 50 minutes if I do a drop off of an order, right? And I'm not gonna go do another order because I don't really want to go past 8, but I want to keep it as authentic as possible. Let's go get this Dairy Queen and go drive these freaking 18 miles. Order dropped off. We got an offer on the way back, which we like. What we don't like is someone getting out of their car and threatening us, which is what happened. So we're on the back roads. Apparently the car in front of me did not like the way I was driving. He said I was speeding and I was too close to him. He got out of his car when we came to a stop, walked up to my window, and I rolled it down, and he starts yelling at me. And he said I should be 3 car lengths back on the road, which is just insanity. Why should I be 3 car lengths away from you? And he said if I couldn't learn how to drive, then we could pull off to the side and we could have a chat about it. And I said, are you threatening me? And he said, no, I'm not threatening you. I said, it sounds like you're threatening me. And he said, no, I just think you need to learn who the fuck you, what is it? I think you need to learn who you fucking around with. And so then the cars start going. And so I get a little snippy with him. I'm like, hey, the cars are going. You want to get back in your car so we can go? He goes, well, you can just drive around me. And I said, okay. And I rolled up my window and I drove off. And guess who's at this Walgreens? Him. He pulled into the parking lot. So this has been quite an interesting shift. This is not how I envisioned today going. We got free Panda and we got threatened. So let's go pick up these 2 items from Walgreens and see what else the day has in store for us. Okay, shopping done. Unfortunately, I did see the guy in there. Thankfully, though, he didn't do anything. He just kind of gave me the stink eye. People like that are usually all talk and no walk. But at the same time, be careful out there, guys. Us as DoorDashers, we're on the road a lot. You know, we interact with a lot of different people. Just be careful. I wasn't doing anything wrong to that guy. I was not riding his ass. Was I going over 30 initially? Probably. I was probably going 35, 40. But I would never endanger other people's lives. You know, once I caught up to him and, you know, I mean, I probably had at least a car length. The whole 3 car length thing is just insane. I've never heard of that before. So just be careful, you know, stay safe out there. Let's go deliver this hair dye and French fries. Not French fries, Chester fries. Weird combo. I hate shopping for hair dye, though. There's so many different hair dyes, and it's just a pain in the ass to find the right shade of the right color. Like this one, it says deep violet, but I guess they changed the name of the... Now it's like midnight violet, so it took me a while to find it. So let's go drop this off and see if we can't make $125 and maybe not run into any more crazy people. All right, we got our next offer, and it's another pretty bad one, $11 for 14 miles. But on the good news of it is that like all of our orders have been $10 or more. So we're making pretty good progress on that. It's just taking a long time to deliver these orders because they're so far away. So $11, 14 miles from Subway. Let's go get it. Well, I knew it was bound to happen. We got a no-tip offer, $2.25 for 6.1 miles from McDonald's, but them's is the rules. We got to accept everything. So our mile to dollar ratio is probably going to be the worst dollar to mile ratio I have ever had. It's pretty bad today. So let's go pick it up. Oh, also, the lobby is closed. So we have to go through drive-thru. Let's go get it. We got our next offer. It is $10.71 for 7-something miles from Pizza Hut. It was like good 4 miles to get to the Pizza Hut, so should only be like a 3-mile drop off. Let's go get some pizza. The wild shift continues. So with that Pizza Hut order, I had poor signal, couldn't complete the delivery. I drive back to Civilization, still can't complete the delivery, so I had to get into contact with DoorDash for them to complete the delivery for me. And to top it all off, I have an absolute killer headache right now. My stomach's starting to not feel so good. We got our next offer. We're going to complete it. We're going to see how I feel afterwards. We might have to pause the challenge and continue the whatever remaining hours we have on another day if I don't want to get anyone sick, and I definitely don't want to be door dashing while I'm sick. So we'll see how I feel at the end of this delivery and see if we can't stretch it. We only got 3 hours left. We'll see if we can, you know, push it till the end. So let's go get this Taco Bell and keep grinding. All right, the stomach has settled a little bit. I took some Tums. My head is still killing me. I'm gonna try and find some time to go get some aspirin or something. Anyways, we have our next offer, and it's just as bad as like all the other ones have been. It's from Red Robin, and it is $11.25 for like 15 miles. So let's go pick it up and continue the grind and see if we can't make it through this shift. All right, we are here at the last pickup of the challenge, and we are going to be short of the $125 difference, or not difference, the $125 goal. I don't really know exactly how much we're going to be short. I'll have to figure out the math once I complete this delivery, plus add in the $5.75 from the first order that was canceled. But I think it's going to be around 20 bucks. So let's go pick up this McAllister's Deli order. It's like $9.50 for 4.9 miles, I believe. 3.9 miles. Let's go pick it up, drop it off, go over the numbers, and then you will see me ordered on DoorDash and tip whatever the difference is between what we made and $125. And we will try this again, and hopefully next time we will meet the goal. So we're going to keep doing 6 hours and $125 until we meet that goal, right? And then once we hit that, we can extend the hours, extend the money, do an earn by time one, whatever. I'll come up with a few different ways that we can incorporate this challenge. But until then, 6 hours, 125 bucks. We're going to get it done on one of these shifts, but it's not this shift. So I'll catch you all on the next one. Thanks for watching.